I ain't tryna bring you down, but for real, you might as well give up now. Think you got a chance, but I don't see how. Got a real tight grip when I hold that crown. My life been good and bad and all around. The more things I lost, the more I found. One thing I taught myself to do, no matter the problem, refuse to lose. So, how you want it, man? You can choose. If you can't take the heat, don't light the fuse. See, I walk in slow and ignite the room. Like fire, everything I touch, I consume. I'm getting up while y'all just snooze. While you make breakfast, man, I'm on the move. I'm the first one in and the last one out. Whoever owns the place gotta drag me out. In me I trust, yeah, I smell like success. This Elon Musk, huh? Everybody wanna be like us. We don't stop, cause the top just ain't enough, huh? I ain't never gay, no, I ain't scared, man. You know black men don't blush, huh? Came here ready to fight on this night. You better just run for your life. Won't you come and see what it's like, living by the rules that you write. You ain't know those lavish delights. Now you ain't no back in sight. All the little lies you recite just makes all the savage unite. Usually I'm very polite, but I'ma get savage tonight. Even when a dog being nice, every single dog gonna bite. You might think I'm wrong, but I'm right. Just let it get a strong appetite. I'ma let it breathe just a little. Give it to you strong, heavy metal. I don't make a sound when I strike. You better just run for your life. Run for your life.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ward Radio live stream. I am your host, Cardin Ellis, and today I am joined in the studio by my lovely wife, Brittany the Shadow. We got a super cool live stream planned for today. In fact, it is readily apparent that Laman and Lemuel did nothing wrong, and here to talk to us about it, here to illuminate our minds, the actual brainchild of this observation is none other than Brad Whitbeck with his lovely wife, Riley. What's up, Brad and Riley Whitbeck?
Hey.
Hello.
Apostle, what are we saying, Apostle? It used to be 2024, but they overlooked you. That was a really good one, bro. Was that trying to change the subject from us calling you an apostle in 2024?
Oh, who knows? Yeah.
Actually, you know what I just realized? If Jonah Barnes can be the ward librarian of the Ward Radio Wigwam, the digital worldwide ward, dude, you can do your apostle.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Apostle is not a ward calling.
No, in this pool of what? Six gentlemen, you've been chosen, Brad.
No, dude, do you know how many we have on the Discord now?
Can I be a second counselor? Second counselor's cool.
Dude, second counselor, I'm sorry, but that is the most, I don't want to say useless, but I swear, second counselor.
Some people aspire to second counselor.
No. That is the consolation prize of the bishopric is second counselor. All right.
Dude, second counselors get all the fun.
No, because here's the deal. It's you weren't my main choice as assistant. You know what I'm saying? You're my second choice. And it's not clearly delineated what his responsibilities are. Let's be honest. The second counselor could not show up. It's it's the third string quarterback.
Exactly.
Look, here's the deal.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Here's the deal. Is God works in backup plans. The second counselor is the backup plan. And in my opinion, Nephi was a backup plan, which maybe we'll get to later.
Okay,
maybe.
look. Every dude has that one that got away, right? Second counselor is like the one before that one that got away. All right, so it's just like
Whoa,
I don't know, man.
Who's your one that got away? Enlighten me.
No, I'm not a dude. I'm an alpha Chad.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dude. And so is Brad.
I want to hear who the one that got away was for you, Carton. I kind of want to know.
No,
now.
like as said before, I'm not just a dude. Alpha Chad. Alpha Chads do not have ones
So
that
you
got away.
you couldn't get anyone but Brittany, is what you're saying.
No, is what I'm saying is there was only one worthy enough.
Riley,
in
give me
both
some
ways.
credit.
No,
Savage.
that's what I'm saying. I know Brittany's a catch. I know that.
Okay,
Does
so
Carton?
anyway, as we're letting people come here into the chat here, we got everybody coming in the chat. We're just gonna let you guys all know we do our best to try and read all of the super chats. If you got something really cool, good, and germane to say to the conversation, as long as it's not inappropriate, we'll do our best to read those super chats here. And we also got some memes that I'm going to be pulling up that are pretty awesome. But I was intrigued, Brad, by your commentary that Laman and Lemuel did nothing wrong. And I laughed that the exact same thing that happened in your Sunday school lesson on Sunday happened to me in mine. Explain to us all, illuminate our minds. Tell Brittany, she doesn't know why we titled this yet. So I haven't told Brittany why we titled it this yet, but tell her why you came up with the title that Laman and Lemuel did nothing wrong.
Okay, so on Sunday, and not just in my ward actually wasn't too bad, but in a couple of online Facebook groups that I'm on, a lot of people talked about how in many wards people were discussing how, Laman and Lemuel are just like so relatable, and they're like, I mean, Nephi, he's kind of like being really hard on them, so like, why not? I think maybe Laman and Lemuel are kind of the good guys. To be clear, no one in my ward said those specific words.
Okay.
But
Can I add? I legitimately did have a companion on the mission who said, look, Nephi was kind of the worst. And Laman and Lemuel, like, I get it, man. Like, they're the real heroes of the Book of Mormon. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're so enlightened, I guess. What do you want me to say to that?
Okay, so this is what I came up with. And what's funny is when you said that, I immediately felt somewhat culpable because I said something similar, but not that. Okay, so somebody made a joke and a half joke where she said, I kind of see where they're coming from. Like, why would you want to leave the land of your inheritance? You have a good thing going here. The Orthodox wisdom is don't leave. Like, we're a successful, prominent family in a community that is good, right? And this is what I brought up, and I'd like to think this is what they were thinking, and they just didn't split the hairs well enough. But have you ever seen Guy Ritchie's interpretation on the Joe Rogan podcast of the deeper meaning of the prodigal son? Have you ever seen that floating around YouTube?
no,
It is one
that
of
sounds cool.
it is one of the coolest, most interesting deep dives into the Christian parable I've ever seen. From a dude just like wearing a tie and he's like this English Chad director, right? He looks like a football player. And he actually said something very interesting. He said, he recited the parable of the prodigal son and how the oldest son didn't think it was fair. That one son went out and prostituted himself basically before he realized the error of his ways and came back. Yeah, it was his English term. Whenever you say like prostituted yourself, it just sounds cooler when you're saying it with an English accent, right?
Bible?
And so anyway, he said, ultimately at the end of the day, the reconciliation is so difficult because both the prodigal son and the non-prodigal son are us. The prodigal son is that side of us that has to go out and bastardize that which is good and cast its pearls before swine and prostitute itself. You know what I'm saying? Before it comes to its senses and realizes I'm better than this, and then has to go back. And then we all recognize that other half of us, especially when others do it, of like, why did the father not kill the fatted calf for me? Like, I've always worked hard. And he talked about it being a parable of inner conflict between our two halves. And I'm butchering his super cool award-winning filmmaking, Guy Ritchie intro version of it. But I said something similar about Laman and Lemuel. I said, I think the reason why Laman and Lemuel are so important is because at some points, yes, they did represent the ultimate evil. I mean, come on. They whipped Nephi and beat their brother to within an inch of his life until an angel had to intervene. So let's not try and self-aggravate.
To be fair,
And then planned to murder him so that God had to command their brother to leave.
That was only like a few times, though. They only tried to kill him a few times.
Yes, okay, but there are moments, especially in the beginning, where they do represent the orthodox wisdom of the day. And a big problem that I have had with Mormon culture, especially in the Western United States, this is not the same in New York. It's not the same, I'm sure, in Africa and many places in Europe and Asia and so on and so forth. But in the Western United States, where there's a predominance of members, okay, I have noticed that a lot of Protestantism has creeped in. A lot of orthodox wisdom as defined by neoliberalism and corporatism has creeped in. And nowadays, if a young man, a 14-year-old boy, were to walk in and say, I have had a vision and I have seen God and he has told me that there is this book, we would kick him out. Brigham Young would be persona non grata in his own church. Niceness culture would push him out the back door as soon as he walked in through the front door. And Joseph Smith would be considered a heretic because we're so wise in our suburbanism and we're so wise in our bureaucracy. And we've soaked up so much of that culture of orthodox wisdom around us that if a prophet were to come in and say, okay, we need to leave all of our belongings and go west, I think a lot of people would say, well, that's not fiscally responsible. And Jesus Christ was fiscally responsible. And like, we need to have a half of us, like the prodigal son is a good half of us and the non-prodigal son is like the bad half of us, or the reasonable half of us. We need to have the half of us that is so in tune and understanding of revelation that it is able to override the orthodox wisdom side, because we are told to be wise as serpents and what's the other phrase? Gentle as doves. What is it?
Harmless as doves.
Yeah. We're trained to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay. But we got to make sure that those two halves, it's not 70-30. So the harmless dove half always wins. You know what I'm saying? We have to be able to know when revelation has come from God, that it is important enough and we're in tune with it enough that we are willing to override the orthodox wisdom of the day in order to follow it. Because at the end of the day, is not what Jesus Christ did when he said, come follow me. He told fishermen who had a pretty decent way of making money and providing for their families to come follow me. And nowadays, if Jesus Christ were to walk into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, first off, not only would half of us not recognize him, but second off, we would say, if he told a bunch of our sons to come follow him, that, now hold on a second. Maybe once you graduate from college, maybe once you saved up some money, you can do some of these things, right? Brad, I see you.
Here's one thing I want to say. We have Laman and Lemuel saying something that I do think is relatable.
Okay.
In the beginning, as they're being asked to leave their possessions and everything and go into the wilderness, they say, this is a hard thing that is being asked of us, right?
Yeah.
And
it's a high demand religion.
Well, here's the deal.
Hard thing.
They're absolutely correct, right? They are being asked to do a hard thing. But the difference is, and this is really cool the way that it's written, you see their reaction to being asked to do a hard thing against Nephi's reaction to being asked to do a hard thing, where Nephi goes and prays and asks God to help him understand. And he says that the Lord softens his heart. So I think it's fascinating. I think sometimes we don't think Nephi is as relatable because we don't notice his character arc in this, right? We see that he prayed and then we're like, oh man, I don't always choose the right. But it's like, look, the Lord had to soften his heart too. So he probably thought this was a difficult thing. But upon praying, the Lord helped him to get through it, right?
All right, rock on.
Okay, playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
That's my favorite role to play.
Yeah, you're pretty good at that, babe.
Yeah. Nephi, I can see how he would be quite annoying because one of the first things he says is, I, Nephi, and I'm large in stature, and I'm, he took the time to chisel that in. Okay, he made that a point. I am large in stature, right? And we got that nice cartoon picture of him.
I would like to picture Nephi appropriately.
Yeah,
so.
Right? But then also, I can't remember what chapter it is, but Laman and Lemuel are like, this is hard for us to hear. Like, this is really hard for us to bear. Like, you've cut us to the quick. And Nephi is like, well, if you were a little bit more righteous, then maybe it wouldn't be so hard to hear. Like, who here has had someone younger, a younger sibling, a younger person in primary be like, if you were a little bit more righteous, I'd be like, dude, sit down. Like, get out of here. Like, and you're lying if that's never happened to you. You're lying.
That's why I think Nephi was the backup plan, honestly, is I think that the Lord, Like, Laman was the oldest, right? Like, I think the Lord had big plans for Laman. He could have followed in the footstep of his father as the next prophet, perhaps. And this is all speculation. But maybe he, like, wasn't up, like, didn't want to step up. And so then Nephi, like, it goes down the line, and Nephi's the backup plan. And the Lord is like, all right, Nephi, are you going to go and do? And Nephi's like, yeah, I've seen some failures from my older brothers. I'm going to do this.
And I've got some muscles.
He's large in stature.
Yeah.
Also, Nephi he wrote it all down like later, right? Like he wrote it all down in the Promised Land way later, right? I would have probably painted myself in a better light the whole time too.
Yeah.
Like journaling wise, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, he's going through and he's talking about how the Nephites and Lamanites came to be, right?
Yeah.
And you get to the point where he has made his separate set of plates explaining, hey, why is it that I am now leading our group here in the Promised Land? It's because I heeded God. It's because I follow our Father in heaven. And that's really, I think, one of the key principles of righteous leadership is that we need to be following God. That is when we'll be leading people the right direction. Because otherwise, are we just seeking glory for ourselves? In a lot of ways, Laman and Lemuel are examples of trying to do that, right? They get mad that Nephi is taking the rulership from them. And what is he saying? He's saying, repent, right? And focus on God, right?
Yeah.
And so when I look at what things Nephi is saying to his brothers that they're getting mad at, it's like, oh, okay. This is why he is the righteous leader. He's pointing them back to God.
Yeah, that's cool. So I got a question for you really fast. Who is the best Nephi? We've talked about who played the best Jesus in, cinema history and so on and so forth. But I got a question for you. Who is the best Nephi in your opinion?
Who are our contenders? So we've got Book of Mormon videos.
Well, because here's the deal. I think that last guy was super duper handsome. The last Nephi they had was like, he was a heartthrob.
On the Book of Mormon videos?
In the Book of Mormon videos, yeah. Like, whatever bonehead they hired.
He's cute.
Yes.
Cute. I don't know if he's handsome. I think he's cute.
I might need to see this Nephi again.
No, he's an alpha Chad, dude.
Brittany's like, bring him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, no, I'm going to pull him up.
Stature, I believe, large-ish is the proper term.
Nephi from Book of Mormon videos. The latest Nephi, he's a really handsome dude, I think. But here's my only problem. Like, whoever was doing that straight up hair and makeup, bro, whoever was doing his hair and makeup, it was cringe, dude. I'll be honest, it was cringe.
Oh, no, why?
Okay? Why? I'll show you. Look at this. Okay, so open
what
image
picture are you looking
in new
at?
tab. Dude, like, bruh. Like, he looks like they went to a Spirit Halloween store and then just stuck on his mustache. You know what I'm saying?
What are we looking?
Oh,
are we looking at his beard?
Yeah, we're looking at his beard when they tried to give him a beard.
Yeah,
and
it
he
looks
didn't grow.
off.
It is jarring. It's because he looks like he's a teenage boy. Oh, yes. He looks like a teenage boy, and then suddenly, plot twist, he's supposed to be old now.
Yeah, so
and
look.
that's not his fault.
Yeah, in part, it had to do with the way that they were filming things, right? Like, if they were able to film things and then give it a break for a couple months.
Yeah, so look at this kid, dude. Clean shaven, boom. Wow, dude, that's Alpha Chad Nephi. Killer jawbone. He's got like, the bathrobe costuming, like dark eyebrows, dark eyes. Man, he's dreamy. I'm falling
Look at that,
into
like,
those.
swept back hair.
He's
Like,
totally some people's type. I totally get it.
Dude, he's freaking
get
my
it.
type, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Pardon?
jeez, man.
Pardon.
This brother's
He's
gorgeous,
your,
man.
he's your
Look at this
backup plan.
cat.
He's the girl in your back pocket.
Look
I
at
think
that
Jackson
cat.
here, I think he is the best Nephi we've had in live action.
That's what I'm
I
Who
think-
else
saying.
is there?
What?
Who else is there?
There was that one random Book of Mormon movie, right?
I don't know
There-
anyone but cartoon Nephi and teenage Book of Mormon videos.
Well, and
Nephi.
that's where some really funny comments come in. We don't have any super chats yet, but there were some really comments from some members here. The Dove's Nest literally confesses. She says, guys, I still subscribe to the Living Scriptures. Dude, I have all their DVDs, every last one.
oh, does he?
Yeah, I literally have every DVD. I signed that $3,000 paper with a salesman in my ward in Reno when I was a door-to-door salesman there because I thought I'm going to get married sometime.
Before we were even, like, we had not even met. And he was like, for my future family, I will have all the living scriptures.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
I at least
my
waited
kids.
till I had kids and an excuse.
Yeah, this
Dude.
will be part of my kids' religious education. And I put pen to that paper and I paid like whatever $75 a month you had to pay to get your 2 DVDs in the mail for years. I literally bought the all-inclusive package, and now it takes up an entire. It takes up my half of my daughter's closet is our DVDs of the Living Scriptures. And then I got married the year that they started their streaming service for like $12 a month. And I was like, I have paid $75 a month for literally like 6 or 7 years only to get married. And like, I could have just streamed this all, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I am embarrassed to admit how much I think about the song. Do you guys know the song in the Nephi one? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like the sea that
Step
never...
by step, I will cross this world.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that
Nothing
one.
I can't do it with you. That one. It's in my head all the time.
Wow, that was crazy. Okay, so what's really funny is Richard Rich, because it was Richard Rich Productions that made it. He was my stake president.
Oh really?
Yeah, the guy that made The Swan Princess. He was the original director of The Fox and the Hound, the original Robin Hood, like back in the 60s and 70s and stuff. And then he, like, dude, this is a brother that puts his freaking money where his spiritual mouth is, man. He, like, he ducked out of Disney to just do the Living Scriptures and was nose to the grindstone for like a decade on those things or whatever it was. And he's the most dedicated cat and total polymath. Does all of the music for his own. He's like a modern day Charlie Chaplin. He would direct a symphony for a free Christmas concert for like 10 or 15 years in my hometown, right? That would fill out the Stake Center, come one, come all. And it was better than crap you'd see at the Hollywood Bowl. Like, it's amazing being Los Angeles Mormon because like the amount of talent here in just a 30-mile radius is just mind blowing. And Richard Rich is probably one of the single most musically, artistically, and spiritually talented people I know, you know, but
Swan Princess was top tier, man.
Oh,
Yes.
I loved this.
So
Song
good.
Princess.
yeah, Swan Princess was freaking hilarious.
I know every song to that movie.
There's
Riley.
only
Yes.
one drawback though. There's only one drawback. It's super cool, but it's also kind of funny. Is the guy that sung in the Living Scriptures sung for my farewell? Oh, that I were an angel, right? Because he was in my ward.
Oh, nice.
So these
Cool.
people's voices are in your stake. You know, like when you watch the Living Scriptures, it's like, come on, man, Nephi. And it's like, that's Brother William.
That's true. Like the narrator,
I love it.
the narrator in the beginning of Swan Princess.
Yeah.
He was in my ward growing up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
goodness, I love it.
Brian Nissen, I think was his name.
Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one that what's it called? He's the one that sang at my farewell. So when Nephi says like the moon that never will be, something will I, or whatever that song.
Like I've heard this voice before.
Yeah, it's like, oh dude, that's Brother Nissen. So it gets a little distracting. Like, I'll be honest with you, it gets a little bit distracting if you let it happen. But I gotta tell you, I still think, despite some of the archaeological inaccuracies of the Living Scriptures, because, you know, we're dealing with the best information we had in the 90s. Despite the archaeological inaccuracies, I think the best Nephi is still the Nephi from the Living Scriptures.
Dude, with the headband
Dude.
and
The,
his
like,
like
the deer
He-Man
skin
looking
tunic.
outfit.
Dude,
yeah.
look at this.
Tunic.
Okay,
He's
look in front of you. Pull up this article if you can.
Look at his peck.
Yeah.
That is like.
Yeah, he's got one
His
solid peck.
singular-
Singular pack.
Yeah.
No, here's the deal.
Okay.
This Nephi, he passes the Funko Pop test, you know?
What's the Funko
Which
Pop
What
is-
does that
test?
mean?
It's where if you were to make this character into a Funko Pop, would you recognize them?
What is a Funko Pop?
Yeah,
you know
what's
those little
that?
bobblehead things? Have you not seen this, guys? You don't know what Funko Pops are?
I'm 35.
There is literally a Nephi Funko Pop, I think.
What? I'm gonna look
What
up.
era is Funko Pop?
Wait,
I'll put it in the
I'm
Discord
looking up right now.
For you.
Nephi Funko Pop. I'm
Um,
afraid to just do an image search on the screen with the word funky
Oh.
and pop. Who knows what might come up, right?
Oh,
my
I
gosh!
saw those. I just didn't know what they were called.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Nephi's righteousness. It's a Funko worth point. Oh, this is pure comedic
Yeah, dude.
gold.
Now Cardin's gonna buy
Oh
one.
my gosh!
And see, you know exactly who it is just
Oh
looking
my
at that.
gosh.
He's iconic, dude.
That's
Look at
interesting.
this, and you can purchase them. It's, oh my goodness, Righteous Buddies, and it's a bobblehead of Nephi. Oh,
So
I
cute.
have to buy this.
Oh boy.
I have to buy this, bro. So
Put it
I'm
in your truck.
I'm going to show you an article right now. I'm putting it
Isn't
up.
that awesome?
Yeah, look up the 5 funniest moments of the Book of Mormon. It's a Living Scriptures
Wait,
article.
you have to, since Jonah's not here, you have to welcome someone.
Oh shoot, we got people. Yes, you're right.
Oh
I'm
yeah, his
sorry.
name is Gage Schimbeck.
Okay, welcome into the ward, Apostle.
Oh no. I was looking up the thing. Okay, welcome to the ward. Oh no. What's the thing? What's the way you say it?
We've received the records of.
We have received the records of Hazelnut Megan and Gage Schimbeck. All who would like to welcome them to the ward, please put a W in the chat.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna put a W in the chat for Hazelnut and who's the other one too? Schwinbeck something. Yes,
Gage
Schimbeck.
Schwinbeck.
Yeah, Gage. Gage gets his W. Welcome to the ward, Gage. Also, we just got a super chat. Can you read the super chat? They're keepers of the chats, Brittany.
Sure. Okay, this is from Thomas and Sheila Rock. To Brittany's point, this is either going to be good or bad, about annoying Nephi, it's in line with Don Bradley in his book, The Lost 116 Pages. Shameless plug. Nephi is Joseph's heir and fulfiller of Joseph's prophecy. Joe was kind of a tool towards his brothers. Oh, there's some parallels.
Yeah,
Savage.
such a tool, throwing his body into their fists and just being so difficult to lob into a pit, not dying in there, so they had to sell him to some Ishmaelites. Such a tool.
Dude, that's funny. That's funny. So
the DreamWorks version, he is pretty annoying though.
Well, the DreamWorks version is not great. They did amazing with Prince of Egypt,
Prince of
but
Egypt was gold,
Oh,
but
I
their
love
Joseph
Prince of
thing was
Egypt.
not fantastic.
King of Dreams, he was obnoxious. That is true.
also, Apostle 2027. We've got another member that you have to welcome to the Ward-wide
we have
Ward-wide
received
Radio Wigwam.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's today. It's the Worldwide Ward Radio Wigwam.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have received the records of one Jed Thacker and would like to welcome him to the Ward Radio Worldwide Wigwam Warship web chat. I don't know what it was. Please leave a W in the chat.
Yes, W for Jed. Dude, there are some names that just totally, no matter where you are and how alpha Chad you are, they just sound like straight out of Mississippi or Alabama. And Jed is one of them. That is just like, I have a feeling Jed would bury me 6 feet under. Like, just like Jed is that name where, like, if somebody's like, there was this comedian that got up in New York and he said, yeah, hi, everybody. My name's Kevin. And it was this really just erudite posh. Imagine if Kwaku were just 6 inches taller and a little bit more yoked, but dressed super preppy. That's what this kid looked like, right? And it was so hilarious, though, because he's like, you know, I can bench press like 275 and I can squat like 300. But man, I tell you, man, my mama, she didn't do me any help. And he just kept like mocking his mother, naming him Kevin. You know, and she's like, yeah, it's the most unintimidating name, man. He's like, what did he say was hilarious? He was like, nobody's scared of you if you say that, yo, man. And he does this, he did this hilarious, like, he made his voice sound like it was on a phone, like somebody was calling you, you know? And he was like, yo, man. And he said, I wish my name was like, and he made up some name like Tyrell or something, you know? And he was like, yo, dude. Oh, it was Tyrone. Yeah, he said, yo, dude, you better watch out. Tyrone's looking for you. And it's like, oh, snap. Oh, snap. Who's Tyrone? Where's he coming from? What angle? And then he did the exact same voice. And he's like, yeah, you better watch out. Kevin is looking for you. And it's like, Kevin. Oh, man, nobody's afraid of a Kevin, you know? One of the most hilarious stand-up routines I ever saw in my life. I completely butchered his attempt at speaking and doing the accents,
that
but, you know.
are fearful of the name Kevin.
Oh, okay.
Those 2 burglars in Home Alone.
Oh,
They do not want to
yeah.
hear the name Kevin.
Oh, dude, that's true. That's true. So,
I have another super chat.
hit the super chat, babe.
Okay. Nutty Entertainment says, watch Seth Random's Book of Mormon Stories remix. It's both a new wave hymn and it has living scriptures playing in the background, so it's on topic.
Okay,
Ooh.
wait
Look
a
it up.
second. What are we looking up? Because I have to get back to Living Scriptures
Book
news
of
article.
Mormon Stories
Book
by
of
Seth Random.
Mormon Stories, Seth Random.
And remix. Put in remix.
Oh, okay. Book of Mormon Stories remix.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
gosh, I've never seen this. Have you seen this, Brad?
No.
I've.
Hard.
Well, there's a commercial going on right now. Let me just mute that. and skip it. Okay, so this is Book of Mormon Stories
And really fast,
remix.
Silent says the reason Nephi is chosen is he had pirate Bible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where he learned to build a boat. To
Oh,
sail the seven seas.
there you go.
Pirate Bible.
Yeah,
O'Reilly
and he didn't have a
has
brother
not been
named
initiated into the pirate Bible.
Kevin. Yeah,
What is the Pirate Bible?
Oh, Riley.
that's funny.
Do I want to know?
Carden, say your
So-
pirate Bible.
Arrgh. Oh, speaking of the pirate Bible, I have your tome right here for ye. Hey, tell me, I was going to do a spiritual thought from the pirate Bible today, but I forgot when I was looking it up. What's the scripture that said, I have other sheep that are not of this fold? I wanted to look that one up.
John.
Come on, 2
17.
returned missionaries right here.
Ooh, I'm out. I didn't serve a mission. Woohoo.
I zoned out. I was too busy thinking about pirates. What was the question?
What's the scripture that says, many sheep I have which are not of this fold? I go to them also.
I can tell you what color tab it was in my little Spanish book.
Yeah, dude.
It is John 10:17.
Yeah, so hold on. Here's
Did I
that.
say 17:10? My dyslexia kicked in.
Yeah. Okay, so John 10:17, right? Okay. So
Nope.
here is our
John 10:16.
It's John 10:16. I was so close.
So
Okay.
close.
One verse away.
So close.
John 10.
Now I'll never make it into heaven.
No.
Oh my gosh,
Nice,
this
Brad,
is
nice,
too
Brad.
funny.
This is why you're second counselor.
This is too funny. Guys, are you ready for this? So how does it go? It says, "Behold, for other sheep I have which are not of this fold, and I must go unto them as well, and they will be one fold and one shepherd, or one flock and one shepherd," right? So this is how it says it in chapter 10:16. "Arr, I be having some other scallywags that be outside this ruckus. I need to bring 'em in and make sure they hear me orders. Then we'll be a big old band of buccaneers. We'll have ye but one captain and one shepherd of the seas."
That's great. That was perfect.
We're gonna get one of these for Adam.
What? Someone take the time to translate the Bible into pirate?
They
Oh,
used
you
AI,
did-
but yes.
Okay, thank goodness. Not
Okay.
a human. I do not want to think about a human being spending
John
their life doing
10:16. Look at this. Here it is. Here it is according to the King James Bible. "And other sheep I have which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice. And there shall be one fold and one shepherd. Therefore doth my Father love me, because I lay down my life that I might take it again." All right. So he says, "And other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice." That was the word I was looking for. "And there shall be one fold and one shepherd." Yeah, here it is in the straight up pirate Bible. "Arr, I be having me some other scallywags to be outside this ruckus. I need to bring 'em in and make sure they hears me orders. Then we'll be a big old band of buccaneers. We'll have but one captain and but one shepherd of the seas. Therefore me Father loves me so, 'cause I give me life up, and now I'm taking it back."
Oh my gosh. I don't know whether to feel righteous or questionable.
Dude. Oh, can I read this super chat?
Yes.
Yeah, what is it?
It's from Zach Gorham. Shout out to Brad from Spring Coulee, Alberta. Proud to have Canadian representation on Ward Radio. Zach, I've been to church with you. I don't know if you remember me, but my cousins are the Bennetts.
Oh.
Like John
Yeah,
C.
so-
Bennett?
No, not that Bennett.
Carving.
There are lots of Bennetts, man, and most of them
I can't
are
think of
good
a more
people.
ignominious heritage. Sorry, Jim.
Ignominious?
No, I just can't. Whatever it is. Yeah, I just mixed magnanimous with ignominious. Yeah, that's
no,
funny.
But Zach, I recognize your name. I'm pretty sure that if not, we're in this. I don't know if we were in the same class because I think you might have been. I don't remember if you were older than me or younger than me, but you might have almost gone to a young men's activity together.
I get a lot of spring coolies.
Yeah,
without
there are
knowing them.
7 Bennett boys up there on the farm with my.
Hey, did we end
cousins
up
there.
making it onto public access TV in Canada? Remember, there's that guy that asked for permission for us to put it.
I don't
Yeah, he
know.
said, "Can I put this up on like channel 32 or whatever the channel is that's like local public access?" That apparently you can just like request things get put up, and they put it up. I guess it's a public service or something. It's like New York One. And I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, can we choose the episodes? Like, I don't want to be ripping on Justin Trudeau and saying, with Kwaku that he might be the son of Fidel Castro in some
Why not?
random live stream that comes up, and then have him send like the Mounties down to Los Angeles to like secretly snipe me or something. So we got a new member in the ward. Brad, you have to welcome Hebrew done right, bro.
Oh, we have received the records of Hebrew done right. All those in favor of welcoming him to the Ward Radio Wigwam
Nicely done.
chat
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Press W. Send a W into the chat.
Oh,
I'm
Brad.
so bad at
Getting
this.
worse.
That is too funny. So I'm going back to this article right here. The 5 funniest moments from the Book of Mormon. This is an old article from straight up 2017, but I think it holds up.
Wait, what happened to the remix?
Oh yeah, we got to the remix. Okay, hold on. We'll go to the remix. Okay, I hope this is appropriate. I'm live streaming here, but here, we'll find out. So this is the Book of Mormon Stories remix by Seth Random. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't regret this. What?
No regrets.
What
Brittany, what the heck?
the heck is this?
I don't know what's going on, but that was kind of cool.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. It keeps going. Dude, does he just sit there the whole time
Looks like
and
it.
just bounce his neck like that? Dude, this is funny. Holy crap.
Dude,
yeah.
I
Who's Seth
love
Random?
I love Lemuel's atrocious hairline in the
Yeah.
Living Scriptures.
Why do you think Laman wears a turban?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude. He kind of looks like Jafar, though. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like he's got a totally Jafar vibe and way too much room in between the sides of his mustache. There's it's missing the whole entire middle right there.
Look, shaving was hard back then, okay? There's no mirrors.
Yeah, it
Maybe
was.
there were. I don't know.
Yeah, so we got another super chat. Keepers of the chats. Brittany, can you read the other super chat?
Yes. Fidget the Crazy says, I want a Captain Moroni Funko Pop. I'd even design it. Whoa.
Oh, nice.
Dude, that would be
That
some killer
is-
merch, actually.
Oh yeah.
We got to
I
figure
bet
out.
we could find a way to make those.
And there's enough people that can make maquettes here in Los Angeles that it's got to be. You know, and by the way,
Let's- okay.
Fidget can.
Let's focus on the shirts first. Let's
Yes.
just-
Well,
one,
the shirts
True,
are
true.
one at a time.
they're almost here, so let's keep going.
Geography guy says, in my Sunday school class, someone said that Nephi used the small plates as propaganda against the Lamanites.
Whoa.
Mm. It's a bold claim.
Yeah, I was about to say
Bold
I'd
claim.
have to work that one out in my head before
You-
I completely embrace that. But yeah,
Super
Okay.
messed up handing those off to Jacob when he was like, hey, maybe you don't hate those Lamanites so bad.
yeah, dude. They didn't have correlation back then. Like they didn't have correlation back then. Jacob had not sat in enough meetings where like, you know, he was like, oh, okay, so like, you know what my brother said? Yeah, I think it went a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying? Just-
Okay, ready
He's
for
going rogue.
Hazelnut Megan?
yep, what's
She
up?
says, were Lehi and Nephi metal workers? Evidence exists.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, I love this because there's some really cool stuff by Jerry Grover, Carden, that everyone should look into. It's really awesome.
What?
This is the nerdiest deep dive you will do. But he talks about what Ziph is and how we can know what it might be, and then how he found evidence of the word Ziph in a very old Arabic metal trading term, and it was basically counterfeit gold that was gilded copper, right?
What
and-
really?
This is
If you
exactly
were-
what I was going to say, Brad. So, yeah, you just took the words right out of my mouth. Yep.
Come on, Brad.
Get out of town. So like kind of like Tumbaga, like we were talking about the other day, huh?
It's literally Tumbaga. He talks about that in his book. He talks about how Tumbaga would have been a very similar makeup to what would have been called Ziph. And so this adds into the idea that if Lehi were a like metal merchant, he'd be teaching his kids, hey, here's how to recognize Ziph, right? Here's how to recognize when something's counterfeit, when something's fake. But it makes a really nice looking adornment for your homes and stuff. This is what the people under King Noah were doing, is they started using it to ornament things and make everything look
Dude, look
very
at this
golden.
right here. I'm putting this up on the screen. This is incredible. Jerry D. Grover.
Yeah, man.
It's the title, Ziph, Magic Goggles and Golden Plates, Etymology of Ziph, ZYF, and a metallurgical analysis of the Book of Mormon plates. It's a book from 2015, 120 pages long, by Grover Publishing in Provo, Utah. Let me tell you, these people are idiots. Who has not picked this guy up and published his book and made an audio book? Like, I swear, sometimes we as a people are so dumb. This is gold, man. And here's the
Literally.
abstract.
But also not.
Yeah.
Because Ziph is counterfeit.
I see what you did there. So look at this. The identification of the mysterious metal Ziph from the Book of Mormon was a mystery from the time of the initial publication of the Book of Mormon until now. Finally, the linguistic and metallurgical meaning of Ziph has been determined. Jerry Grover, a professional civil engineer, geologist, and translator, has been able to determine the ancient term for Ziph and to define its meaning, both anciently in the Old World and in the New World setting of the Book of Mormon. In addition, a detailed metallurgical analysis of the material and techniques used to construct the Book of Mormon plates has also been completed. Like, these are very definite words saying completed, found, determined. The author's approach is meticulous and scientific. This book is a significant event in Mormon studies. And why? Dude, again, why do I gotta watch the freaking stupid milk strippings? Why do I gotta listen to the sequel of Milk Strippings?
Well, look,
and there's Grover Publishing here. You do come follow me of these chapters where Ziph is there, and they skip over this crap and tell you, oh wait, no. Let's tell you this effeminate sob story that is, like, not for the dudes and totally for all the chicks. Meanwhile, we know exactly what Ziph is. Yes, the correlated materials of the church get more and more feminine every single year.
Look,
in the 60s, freaking homeboy Hugh Nibley wrote Lehi in the Desert as the Elders Quorum Manual. And it was so good and based and BA that it finally got published, and now it's considered an uncorrelated material. Meanwhile, I got to listen to stupid milk strippings while Jerry Grover is finding Ziph.
If we were to be using Lehi in the Desert as our correlated material, right? When we finally learn something down the line that adds some context to it, how many people would be like, they taught me wrong because they said that Lehi was a metal merchant when in reality he was just a gold merchant, right? Like, we can't do that. We don't want people's testimonies built on those things.
Fear of what anti-Mormons are going to say dictate the rest of our doctrine too. Like,
dude, you can bring this up in your Sunday school all you want.
That's true.
They won't stop you.
They won't stop us.
Well, maybe they will. Maybe your award will, though.
And look at this guy. The author is dedicating all proceeds from the book to additional scientific studies to cast further light on the ancient setting of the Book of Mormon. And it's sitting here with like 2 views on freaking Book of Mormon Central. WTF,
Jerry D. Grover.
Man.
The D stands for goat.
Oh, wait. Is it a G or a D?
What?
It's a D. That was a dumb joke. So,
okay.
Guys,
What?
what's really cool about this, though, what a random evidence of the Book of Mormon, right?
Yeah,
like,
dude.
This random word where Joseph Smith's just going through and he's like, yeah, and they did have all of the like gold and silver and Ziph and copper. And then it's like, what the heck is that? And then randomly, in like 200 years later, some guy is looking this up and finds, oh, Ziph was this old Arabic term. Like, it's real, it's there, and it totally fits the context in the Book of Mormon. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Hey, do you want to come
name
down?
Your third child Ziph.
I'm glad that you brought that up, Riley, because
oh, dude, by the way,
oh, Ziffy, come here, Ziffy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dog, actually.
Yeah.
When I said that.
Cardin
like
is a unisex name. Cardin's a unisex name. I'm just throwing that out there.
So was Brittany.
I'm just
Noted.
Brittany is not a unisex name. I don't know who told you that, but they were
you
wrong.
could say Brit.
Probably was once.
A boy can be Brit.
I guess that's true. It's like almost Brad,
like
but
Britain.
you had a
Britain?
stroke partway
Exactly.
through.
I knew a guy named Britain.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My
weird
cousin
name.
married a man named Britain. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy crap, dude. Ben Giles just gifted 50 Ward Radio memberships?
Whoa.
Holy crap.
Maybe that was a typo and he only meant to do 5 and now he's screwed.
Whoa, holy
That
crap.
wasn't an accident.
Dude, Ben Giles, we're going to be welcoming a lot of people to the Ward because if I'm not mistaken, people just start, oh my gosh, look, it says gifted.
Okay, just do
Onan Doggis was gifted a membership by Ben Giles. Hey, Don Bradley's here. What's up,
Don
Onan
Bradley.
Doggis? Nutty Entertainment, Natalie Scoresby, Natalie says, goated Ward missionary. Okay, Shawnee Pootube, Will Vanderberg, William Woodall, James Veljapek, Derek Pine, Head, Shoulders, Teeth, and Tongue. Wow, that's a username.
Wow, yeah.
Don Bradley says Ben Giles is based and gold-pilled. Yeah, Nutty Entertainment, W times 50. Fidget the Crazy, W plus infinity. Jacob Francis, Carla Vegas. No, she was already in here. Nan B, Cougar Tail, Brian Dobkins, Look, we've received the records for all these people, guys. Trisha Harris, Adam Holman, they've all got to be welcomed into the world. Put a W for each one of them. That's 12 of the 50. We need 12 W's in the chat from everybody. Ben Giles broke the freaking internet with his generosity. Now we're going to break it back, and the algorithm's going to wonder what kind of terrorist manifesto and anger is getting
I'm
just
going to catch up on some super
W'd
chats,
in
all
our
right?
chat. Okay, catch us up on super chat.
Alicia Brown says, I need to not watch/listen to lives while doing my groceries. The looks I'm getting laughing at you all. LOL.
Is it when we're reading the
That's
Pirate
awesome.
Bible? Are you
Maybe.
done be fasting? Now you're buying your grog and your mules.
Okay, listen to this, Garden.
Okay.
Annie Croft says, I recently heard Mormons described as mountain Jews, and I'm about it.
Mountain.
And I'm about it. I love that.
Braden Weiss?
Weiss, I think it
Weiss?
is. W-E-I-S-S?
No, W-E-E-S-E.
W-E.
Maybe it's like Reese's, like Weese's.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Rock on.
Reese's
That's cool.
Pieces.
Referencing back to Book of Mormon videos, we need to commission Dallas Jenkins to make a spin-off war series leading up to Christ coming to the Americas.
Dude.
Can you imagine the collective heart attack the evangelical online community would have?
Dude, Dallas is
But
a
it
cool
would be
cat.
good.
Remember
Dallas is awesome.
when he came on our show?
Yeah.
That was ill. Actually, I got to get back to him.
We need to go watch The Chosen. The first 3 episodes are in theaters right now for season 4.
Yeah, we got to. In fact, I want to promo. Dude,
Only for a few more days.
Oh, really?
I got to.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
got to
dang.
get back
Not
to
caught up
his.
enough.
I got to get back to his publicist and get him back on the show because he was a really, really funny interview.
Huh.
That guy, by the way, I have mad respect for.
100%.
Dude, Dallas Jenkins walks a tightrope that I've never seen anybody walk. Like, he gets incoming from all sides enough where, like, I could see why Jesus Christ at any point of his ministry could have just said, I give up. These people suck. They're not worth it. Like, I'm going home. I'm the son. I'm better than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see why he would just tire of humanity in one chapter. Any chapter of the Bible, I could see why Jesus Christ would be totally justified in just saying, screw these people. Dallas Jenkins, dude, like, it's either not scriptural enough and you shouldn't go watch it. It's too scriptural. You shouldn't go watch it. He gets flack from people. The conservatives say it's not liberal enough. The liberals say it's not conservative enough. Everybody's angry that he's even associating with Mormons. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just... The Pharisees and Sadducees couldn't act out their own scripture better in 2024 than all of the critics of Dallas Jenkins lobbing their arguments against that poor man for simply trying to put his obviously amazing talent towards building the kingdom instead of, I don't know, just cynically making more Marvel movies. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, keep going. We got more super chats.
Okay, SB
Okay.
sent a chat. That was
Okay.
just
And we got to welcome somebody.
Oh, welcome him, Brad. Welcome.
We have received the records of Felcor Productions and would like to welcome them into the Ward Radio Wigwam. Those who are in favor, put a W in the chat.
Yeah.
That was the best one yet, Brad. That was
I'm getting there. I'm
I
getting
thought you
there.
were gonna make up a new letter. I was like, whoa.
That's funny. That's funny.
A double W.
Okay, there's a chat from Jeremy Benno. He says, convert at 35 years old from working at mega churches to LDS. Why do some LDS individuals dislike Trump despite his association with Norman Vincent Peale, known for positive thinking?
I don't know. Who's Norman Vincent Peale?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know either.
Hey, we'll look him up and we'll get back to your super chat. What's the next one?
Here's SB's chat. He says, not propaganda. The small plates of Nephi are literally the greatest compilation of prophecy and the doctrine of Christ ever written, by Sean Bailey.
All right, Sean Bailey. That's what the SB
That's
is.
true.
Sean Bailey, the author.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
dude,
he was
I was
quoting
thinking
Sean
about that.
Bailey. But that's literally Sean Bailey.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Dude, we got Don Bradley here and Sean Bailey, big authors, rock on. Speaking of which, we got to put sorry, keep going.
On
Brad.
Sean Bailey's comment here, I think this is a really, really cool thing to bring up. Like, the small plates of Nephi, literally the greatest compilation of prophecy and the doctrine of Christ ever written. They really, really are. And it's really cool that we've got this amazing record telling us of Christ's coming, that they foretell that he's going to come, right? And they have all of these prophecies showing that he's on his way, right? Now, some people might say, oh, well, the Book of Mormon, it was written after the fact, right? So it's easy to make these sorts of things up. But if you take the Book of Mormon to be what it claims to be, that it's a historical record, what amazing prophecies of Christ to be there, right? And man, the Book of Mormon just gives us such a solid way to know that Jesus Christ not only was a real guy, but was truly divine, and that he's truly the Son of God. Because if he, as a resurrected being, came to visit the people in the Americas, dude, that's it right there. Now you know who Jesus Christ truly is, right? There's no jumping around this saying, oh, he was just a really good dude who had good things to say in the Bible, right? No, he truly was the Son of God, and the Book of Mormon makes that unavoidable.
Dude, rock on, man. Also, this is a good chance because we got Don Bradley here in the chat. We got to throw a shout out to the moderators of our Discord, because I noticed this on the Discord the other day too. They're keeping it real. The Discord's totally fun. Look, everybody's posting pictures of the books they're buying. They're purchasing up the lost 116 pages, you know, and they're reading it. And P.S. Don Bradley is going to come in. Actually, Jerry Grover was supposed to come in as well, Brad, but he ended up getting sick, and so he had to postpone his flight and everything like that. So we're going to just find another time and hook that up. But everybody, if you can, go and purchase the lost 116 pages. You can get it on Amazon. I don't think it's at Deseret Book. Those fools. You know, but get it on Amazon or wherever your fine books are sold. Okay, I got mine through Barnes and Noble. They had to ship it to my house though because they didn't have it on in the religion section. I was like, you fools. So anyway, you got to buy the lost 116 pages because we're kind of going to do a little bit of a book club next time Don Bradley comes down. We're actually going to kind of have like a little bit of an Ask Me Anything about the book, The Lost 116 Pages. So if you got any burning questions for Don Bradley, he's going to be here to actually answer all those questions when it's fresh on his mind and it's the hot topic, you know. So everybody make sure you go out and you check this book. Who knows? Maybe we'll even add a section in the Discord for questions about it leading up to that cool episode we do. So anyway, let's catch us up on Super Chats, right?
Okay, Stephen Diamond says, you need to come up to Rexburg and do a show here. I would love to come back to Rexburg.
Yeah, well, you mean just like maybe do a live show like in a gym or in a... Actually, if BYU Idaho will let us do that, I'll gladly go up to Rexburg and do a live show.
Yeah.
I think that'd be totally
That'd be
sick.
fun.
Do you think people
Never
would
been
show
to
up?
Rexburg.
Actually, chat, answer us. Do you think there's enough students at BYU Idaho that would be interested in doing a live taping of a show up in BYU Idaho? Because if so, I think that actually could be a lot of fun. Maybe we even do a comedy. A stand-up comedy night there as well. That could be pretty fun.
That could be fun.
Yeah. So if you're interested in that or you know people that are, reach out on the website. We're totally down. So
Hazelnut Megan says, I wonder what Dallas Jenkins' daily scripture study and prayer routine looks like.
probably, please bless me, Lord, that I don't kill half my staff for frustrating me. And please bless me with patience with all these silly pastors that keep giving me grief online. And please bless me with patience. He probably just constantly prays for patience with these people.
Never,
And then he reads the Book of Mormon.
No,
never
according
pray.
It might be part of it. I don't know. I don't
Pardon,
know.
no-
I don't think so.
Never
But
pray
the
for patience.
angry evangelical pastors, they 100% think that.
that's funny. What'd you say? Never pray for patience?
Yeah, that's like religion 101. Yeah, never pray for patience. Because you going to be hit with lots of trials.
Yeah.
Never do that.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Dude.
Okay, I think the last one is Robert Hall. He says, ask Don Bradley about the Josian.
The Josian
Josian
reforms. Yes,
mentioned
exactly.
in Lost 116. I got to know the connection between monotheism and the scattering of Israel.
Well, come on. We know they kept on
Man
kneeling
must
to
know.
Baal. They kept on kneeling to Baal and going from what some people would say, the original monotheism of the ancient Jews. What's interesting is when you look at more New Testament not eschatology, that's not the word I'm looking for, not etymology either, but the definitions of the Trinity and the Godhead, it's actually called not monotheism, but monolatry. Yeah, monolatry. It's not monotheistic, it's monolatrous. And even the Jews were actually kind of monolatrous, because if you believe in angels, then inherently it means there's other deity in that pantheon. So whether we like it or not, even Michael Heiser said that Christians have to come to terms with the fact that we don't have a monotheistic religion, that's a misnomer. We actually have a monolatrous religion, and so I thought that was pretty interesting. The Ark is Steady says comedy and radio, and Blurfnat, man, some of these usernames, man. Can you read Blurfnat's super chat, babe? I think that just came in.
Yeah, but also we have a lot of memberships.
I was gonna say we got Tyler Hall. Everybody, let's welcome to the chat.
First, Aim to Music gifted 1. To
Stephen Bacon Hester.
Yes. And then Jed Thacker gifted 20.
Jeez Louise, this is awesome. And by the way, all of you guys, you have to renew these memberships, and you're actually going to want to, because pretty soon we're going to be adding an additional tier to the Ward Radio Wigwam here on YouTube. So you get early access to video content with that higher tier. And then I'm probably going to do at least hopefully like once a month at least, a members only live stream, or maybe a live stream where the first hour is for members only or something. YouTube's coming out with some really, really cool features that we're going to want to take advantage of. And obviously members will get preferential treatment. So anyway, 20 more memberships. Holy moly. So we got Tyler Hall, Austin, Pamela, Cami, Fragrance, Jonathan de Almeida. The Ark is Steady. Oh, wait, no, she was already in there. Sarah Mai, JP Botero, Biff, Denise. Yes, that's it. Everybody, please welcome these new members to the chat by putting a W in the chat. So W for all the new members.
Okay, and Blurfnat says, you guys are awesome. You guys have stopped me from going through a faith crisis. Just got Don Bradley's book and can't wait for the book club stream.
Oh, dude, rock
that's
on.
Awesome.
Hey, man, that's good to hear, bro. That's good to hear. You know, we get a lot of that, actually, which I'm first off, thank you so much for sharing. So many people don't share. You know, and hey, Jerry Grover just joined. Welcome to the Celestial Kingdom, Jerry.
Is that
Grover.
the Jerry Grover?
Well, we hope so.
I hope so. That'd be sick.
Also, Silent, welcome to the Celestial Kingdom. We have a new member in the chat. All of the above. Please, let's also put a W for Jerry Grover. And for Jerry and Silent, it was, right? Wow, we got some generous people tonight. Holy smoke. Jed Thacker just threw down 20 Ward Radio memberships as well. Everybody don't forget that you have to renew these things. You got to renew these things as well, so you stay in the Ward Radio Wigwam and just don't get kicked out at the end of the month. So anyway, yeah, we got to talk. We're going to get Don Bradley down here pretty soon. We're going to get Jerry Grover down here. I've been talking Rod Meldrum. We got Jonathan Neville on tap sometime soon. It's going to be pretty rad. And those are some big names, but I also want to make sure that before I get off the topic of big names, that we talk about some small names that are just big time helping me out right now. There's like 6 or 7 members of the Ward Radio Wigwam who've just stepped up and volunteered and are moderating the chat in our Discord. And if you guys haven't had a chance yet to get into the Discord, Brad, tell them what the Discord is like, bro. Explain the Discord. How do you explain Discord to the people on the live stream right now?
Dude, the Discord is like the live stream chat, but the celestial version of it, where you can all say whatever you want. You've got a couple of different places you can go. You can go to Kwaku's Conspiracy Corner. You can go and chat about the actual stuff here. You can see some AI art people have made. There's even people sharing like awesome conversion story sort of stuff and like their testimonies in there. It's really actually awesome. I don't know if I've seen a more wholesome thing on the internet. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, we are basically the competition to ex-Mormon subreddit, but wholesome and cool. And by the way, it doesn't mean we are not some layovers or some pushovers for whatever the traditional suburban version of Mormonism. No, there are robust conversations in the chat, but they're done in a way that's like civil and cool and funny, and like they're not trying to score internet points or clout or anything. I actually really enjoy our Discord, and I'm having to learn to get better at it though. But there's some hilarious people. I'm going to share some of the memes that are coming out of this Discord too. Before though, we've got Emma's Pool Company. What's that say? A super chat from Emma's
Pool Boy?
Emma's Pool Boy. Oh, Emma, like Emma Smith's Pool Boy.
Nice.
This is either a really funny anti username, or it's just a really funny super promo. I don't know. It says, love you guys and your show is great. Okay. When we going to hear more about Zelf BS Bigfoot? I think he means Zelf versus Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yes. Zelf versus Bigfoot. I think that might be a new chapter that we need to add into Joseph Smith Killed All the Werewolves.
Yeah, because Zelf was pretty tall, dude, so he'd have a shot.
Yeah, that thigh bone, dude.
Yeah,
and then we got Tiffany Houston. Can you read Tiffany Houston and the other super chats, babe? For some reason, mine is frozen.
Court McMullen.
Okay, yeah, catch us up. Mine just
he
froze
says,
here.
quote, members get preferential treatment. Gospel truth.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Tiffany Houston says, just found a super funny Book of Mormon parody video, but YouTube won't let me link it here, but I sent it to the Ward Radio Twitter account. You guys will love.
All right, we'll check it out on the Ward Radio Twitter account.
Intriguing.
Keep going.
I think that's it.
Okay,
I
we all
hope I
caught
haven't
up?
skipped any. Have we welcomed everybody?
Yeah, catch us up on the welcomes because we got 20.
Did you welcome Noah Humphreys?
No, we didn't. We didn't welcome Noah Humphreys. Welcome Noah Humphreys. And I'm going to pull up some AI music really fast from Andreas Zirtus as well in the Discord that is super fun. But welcome everybody that we haven't welcomed yet.
Okay, and Carden, do you want to read Carolyn?
Oh, Carolyn Wright Gaines music! Is she back?
Yeah, you want to read
Okay.
her
She's back!
Wait, hold on. What'd she say? Keep up the great work, my Ward Radio family. Hey, how about some WRF shirts? If you come to Idaho, that would be great. Yeah. Well, hold on.
Ward Radio family shirt. She wants a family shirt.
That's true. Hold on. Carolyn Wright Gaines music. I still have right here for Carolyn Wright Gaines music. Ed just texted me yesterday or the day before. He's much more responsible than I am. But you have still yet to receive the widow's mite and the other gift inside, because I just got your address, Carolyn Wright Gaines music. So I'm making good on this promise. It is a week late, but we are actually sending that to you. And we already sent Schmau his from back when we did the widow's mite sized coin kind of little haul here. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So I actually got one that's actually an authentic full-size one that was identifiable, because the widow's mite sized coins are not identifiable, but when they're identifiable, you can see them and they kind of look like this. I've been getting into widow's mites lately big time.
Okay, can I read Rex Good super chat about widow's mite?
Yeah, Carolyn Wright Gaines music. She actually gets a legit widow's mite and a widow's mite sized coin, and I'm sending it to her because she's been so generous for a long time. And yeah, she's going to get one of the first shirts that's hot off the press as soon as I get paid on the 22nd. So, yeah,
okay, listen to Rex Good. He says, I showed my widow's mite replica to people in my office. The 3 LDS people knew the story. The evangelicals had never heard of the story of the widow's mite. They were not impressed.
Oh.
Oh, that is so bad.
That's like a pretty prominent story.
Do you not know what like the star in the heavens was either, or why we have that on the top of our Christmas trees? Like, I get it if you don't understand like the temple shekel significance. I get if maybe you don't understand what a tribute penny is right off the top of your head. But the widow's mite is saying like, oh, well, what's a manger? You know, tell them the story of a manger. Well, what's a manger? Like, I don't know. That is bad.
Okay, listen to Jerry Grover. I skipped his super chat, but here it is. He says, people don't know, but Lemuel is a name in the Bible that was the king of Massa. A pun of Massa in Hebrew is contention and flow, like a river. So the real meaning of Laman is king of contention.
Oh, dude.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
That's Some good intel for you.
Okay, and Steven Diamond, he's got a super chat in here.
Is there a Temple Rock shirt yet? What about a mug?
That would be really funny. We actually are our third piece of merch that I'm actually oh gosh. Should I show them the logo I'm designing for the second shirt?
Do it. Don't be a tease.
I don't know. Is that going to ruin the copyright?
I don't know.
Okay,
The copyright
okay,
of
so
the shirt.
well, no, because I don't want somebody to steal my idea. You know what I'm saying? But actually, no, it'll be copyrighted the second I disclose it here. Oh gosh.
I'm not a lawyer.
Nah,
Skipped
it's
law
not in the
school.
car. I don't think it's in my backpack, and we couldn't run to the parking lot fast enough. But I'm working with Nauvoo Supply on putting a couple of shirts out that will be unique to Nauvoo Supply for distribution, and as well as ones that we're going to get rid of here that you can only get through super chatting. So we're actually laying down the pipeline for some really, really cool shirts that they're actually helping design. I don't know. Should I just show them? Should I show everybody?
But Brad and Riley need to read this next super chat.
Okay, so read these next super chats, and I'm going to show you some of the shirts before we get out of here.
Yes. Okay. Kelsey's comment says, Brad, my daughter is sitting next to me reading your book. She started today and can't put it down.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that. I love that.
To be fair, it's also Riley's book. Just gotta.
Listen, it's okay.
Oh,
Co-authors,
That in.
Blake and Raven Penn.
Yes, there you go.
Also, random thing for everybody. If any of you have been thinking about maybe taking a look at the book, but aren't sure if fantasy is your thing or not, the ebook is currently up for free right now. I think until the end of this week.
Yep, just till the end of the week, just till tomorrow, right?
It might be tomorrow.
It might be tomorrow. So
Might be
get it
tomorrow.
Today or tomorrow if you want it for free because you're not sure.
Yeah. So check this out. I've got, fortunately, this is cool because I'm putting them now into the Discord. Okay. But I've been corresponding with the owner of Nauvoo Supply. Okay. About getting some t-shirts made. And here's a couple of them that I'm getting out of our text history so I can put them up on the screen. You'll be able to see them in the Discord, in the host Discord here, okay? Not in the community Discord here in a second. But he's actually made them because he's a really, really cool designer. I think he's like a designer by trade or something. Now, these got kind of like a 90s vibe to them. And then some of them have like an old kind of like Bone Thugs and Harmony gangsta vibe to them. So I like the first one. We're going to change some of the font. This is not at all settled science, shall we say. But I am going to pull some of these up on screen so you guys can see what it is we're working on. And frankly, just see if you dig them or you like them here. So let me pull these guys up right now. And it's going to be kind of cool because most of these he actually designed himself. While other ones I designed, and then we're able to kind of do a little bit of a vote here so you guys can see which one is your favorite. So here is graffiti version number 1, and then here is the Bone Thugs and Harmony one. Give it 10 seconds and I will have all of these up. You guys can tell me which one you like the most. Okay. So here is shirt number 1. It's going to be a thinner font and it'll be red, not yellow, but there's Latter-day Savage instead of Latter-day Saint. I was thinking about having us be Latter-day Savages. All right. So here's Latter-day Savage. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Okay. And then he said, you know what? I like that you're from Los Angeles, and Los Angeles has like kind of a cool hip hop history with this kind of font. So he made this guy Latter-day Savage with Moroni and kind of that old school, like, kind of like a Chicano gangster, 90s hip hop gangster, kind of like early rap scene. And then this is like the old Stussy or whatever that type of writing was, Latter-day Savage. I wasn't as big a fan of that one.
Really, that one's my favorite.
That one's your favorite?
Cool.
Yeah.
Really? Like the Stussy writing?
Yeah. I don't know what Stussy writing is, but I like that.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like the Stussy S's, Latter-day Savage. Okay. And then, yeah, that's the full-blown Latter-day Savage one. Then they also had just like a basic Ward Radio one. And he had an interesting logo that I think we're going to play with. Here was another Latter-day Savage shirt. Tell me if you like this one. Latter-day Savage with it kind of going up. I actually think I'm going to make a new Ward Radio logo where instead of saying Latter-day Savage, it'll say Ward, and then the radio will look like that. That I'll be excited to have. So we're working on that one. So you guys don't think I'm just lying to you when I say we're not, we're working on t-shirts. And then here's my logo that I wanted to do. And so all of us are familiar with the original BYU logo that was popular in the 70s. Here it is on your screen. Do you guys all know the original BYU logo? That's the BYU Cougar, right? So that's called the Beat Digger. And I assume it's because I guess you used to have to dig for beats,
Big for those deets.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see where the Cougar's arm is coming down into the gap of the U. It's called the Beat Digger, right? Well, beats are B-E-E-T, right? Well, in Ward Radio, what do you have? You have mad, savage, sick beats, right? So I've actually got out pencil and paper, and you guys got to tell me if you dig this or not, but I've actually put pencil on paper and I sent him a picture of what I thought would be a really cool Ward Radio logo that is kind of a play on those Beat Digger motifs, right? And I'm just posting it right now in the Ward Radio Discord, and I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see it. What do you think of that, Brad?
Oh, dude, that's sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Okay, so this is Cardin Ellis's drawing here. Don't make fun of it. But that is the Ward Radio Beat Digger logo that we're going to be doing. And we have to change 70% of the logo in order for it not to be copyright infringed, which we are already doing by just changing BYU to radio. But here's the alternative tail that you can tell me if you think it's cringe or cool. But that's the Ward Radio logo that I'm coming up with that I thought would be super sick and is kind of a play on the original BYU logo right there. So let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like the new Beat Digger, as in B-E-A-T? And we're actually going to have on the logo of the Cougar some really cool headphones, like he's listening to a podcast or else he's listening to some music and some cool tunes, because a lot of people really like the music that we play. You like that one?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. Awesome. So, Brad, which one's your favorite, man?
Oh, man. I think that the one with the Cougar is really cool.
Yeah, that's what I dig, dude. That's what I dig. So anyway, let's go over some memes on our, we got 8 minutes left on the podcast.
You got a super chat from Ben Giles.
Oh, I got a super chat from Ben Giles. All right.
Look, he says, so when is our next award service project? That'd be fun to coordinate. By the way, I request this donation to go to building our ward temple in Minecraft and to make War in Heaven veteran hat available. P.S. Your Amazon wish list shipping address looks like it's not set up.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Oh.
Then I guess we'll just have to.
That's good to know.
Yeah, Ben Giles, thanks for letting us know, because we've been struggling here. You know what I'm saying? I put a call out for some help, and you know what? A lot of people helped us out on Venmo, and it's helped us purchase some new equipment. I put this on a credit card, but we were able to get it. But I've been using a 4-channel mixer. We got an 8-channel mixer here now, so we can have more guests. And this is one of the things that I've been setting up lately and working on. So we're making some moves and doing some really, really cool equipment upgrades here. All of your generosity certainly does not go unnoticed, Ben Giles. And yeah, I can see why you would want the Ward Radio, body recipient hat. And let me tell you, if Joe over at Nauvoo Supply is watching this, he will be very excited to see that there is a demand for this, because guess what is the other picture that I sent him after I sent the Beat Digger picture? After I drew it, I said, you know what the second hat is on the list? If you've got good vendors for making these hats. I got my vendors here in Los Angeles, but the Nauvoo Supply guys apparently have some local vendors that are really good too, and then can do the direct shipping, so they don't have to get shipped to my house and then I ship out. All right. So this is actually the hat that I sent to him, the prototype hat. We're going to totally change the logo and everything, but for those that don't know what hat Ben Giles is referring to, this is it. It's the War in Heaven veteran hat. And what's cool about the War in Heaven veteran hat is that on the side, it says, if I'm not mistaken, it's body recipient first class. Yeah, we're going to change it to like body recipient first class, and we're going to load it up and make it look kind of like a military hat. And maybe instead of having the American flag, it'll have the Deseret Nation hat. We're not totally sure. You know what I'm saying? Or no, the Nation of Deseret hat. No, the state of Deseret, the Brigham Young hat.
You have like a honeybee.
No, that's way too Utah. I draw the line.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I'm okay with the state of Deseret because it extended all the way down to the Santa Monica Pier.
Look, you got to keep girls in mind for merch as well.
Well, I know that's why we got the cool female version of the Ward Radio shirt, the one cut that you liked. Plus, all the girls now are wearing unisex boy shirts. I literally asked like 7 of the young women at church on Sunday, like, what kind of shirt would you like? And I'm thinking I'm gonna have to show like 15 different versions. She's like, all of them uniformly just said, oh, unisex is all in right now. Just get us the unisex shirt. And so I was like, oh,
hey,
okay.
Carden, I've got to run real fast.
Oh, yeah, do your thing.
Got a sick kid to check on. We got a super chat from Brandon Cole I got to answer before I go.
Yes.
He said, Brad and Riley, is there a date yet for when book 3 comes out?
Ooh.
And we're working on it. We are 200,000 words in. We just talked with our editor today about working on it. We're hoping to get it out by like the end of this spring. It might end up in the summer because it's longer than we anticipated, but it's going to be awesome. So it's definitely coming out this year. But we don't have the precise date nailed down yet. We'll keep on telling people on our website. If you check out SkystoneChronicles.com, we'll have information on like where the books are at right up there.
Rock on. All right, you can't leave because I'm kicking you out. Bye. No. Savage, that was so bad. I'm just kidding.
Brad.
Oh, poor Brad. No, he's such a sport. And thank you very much, Riley, for coming on despite being in your 3rd trimester. And Brad Whitbeck, what a stud. We're going to be pubbing the crap out of his book and actually doing a donation here to the local library. That's going to be super cool. So, Brittany, can you keep us up on the chats? We're already in overtime,
yes.
And I want to catch up with all the new memberships in the chats before we go, though. We're 16 minutes into overtime.
Okay. Jack Shitros?
Yeah, that's a...
Maybe.
I don't know.
Says, been watching y'all for a year and a half consistently. Finally caught you guys live. Love you guys. You don't realize how much good you do.
Oh,
Aww.
Thanks, man. Rock on.
That's nice to hear. Thank you.
That is good to hear, man. And any others?
I think that's it. I hope I haven't skipped anyone. I tried really hard not to. But let me know if I did.
Yeah, there's apparently a really cool app that makes it so that all of the super chats end up being inside of a spreadsheet, and I have to invest in that and get that figured out because it's just crazy how fast some of these come in. So if you have any last super chats, get them out of your system right now because we're about to shut her down. Before we do, though, we're going to go over a couple of really cool memes that I thought we absolutely have to just share with the group that I thought were pretty funny. Have you seen... Oh, actually, we'll just share this one. Before we go, that I could not help. We're going to go over just some of these comments and then a couple of these memes because I was like, okay, this is hilarious.
Okay, well, listen, Going All the Way says, just got my acceptance for BYU through the Pathways program. I'm so excited.
Oh, rock on.
That's awesome. Good job.
Yeah, Pathways. That's where they help you get your GED. No, not your GED.
I think it just helps you get your degree.
Yeah,
right?
Get your degree after you've started, right?
I think
and
so.
And then you finish what you start or whatever. That's super great program. Like they got so many people getting their membership there. So anyway, this one I thought was funny and you might appreciate. I'm just pulling up a couple of these comments, babe.
Okay.
That the Elizabeth Baker 2426 says, I'm totally digging the music. Also, I'm a total Utah suburban mom and love the Discord. Everyone needs to join the Discord community. Yes, they do. And then Fidget the Crazy says, Card, make all those red circles on your Discord go away. You have so many notifications, man. Oh dude,
gosh.
It's true.
Okay, where's your cell phone right now? Right, do you have it on
Yeah,
here?
I got it on me right now.
Okay, go to your text messages.
Okay.
Just the little icon. I want you to show the people how many text messages you have right now. It bugs the ever-living crap out of me.
Okay. Here we go. It's bad.
Do you guys see that number? And that's constant. He has over 600 text messages unread. Over 600.
It's so bad. Well, sometimes they come up in the notifications, and so I see them, and I know what's going on without having clicked on it. So the number does get high. But I got to tell you, there's a lot of correspondence when you run a radio show and you're a motion media producer. and you have a full-time job, and you're married to Brittany the Shadow.
And 500 of those are probably TikToks that I've sent you that I think are really funny, and you have yet to respond.
Yeah, that's probably true. So I just want to point out that Elizabeth Baker loves the music, because later on there was some people that maybe did not so much. So this one's pretty hilarious. Stephen Bacon Heister, however you pronounce that, if you do it correctly, says, "You guys are incredible. I love coming here and knowing it's not going to tear apart the LDS faith that I fondly love. I've been a member my whole life. Rock on." Well, good on you, Stephen, and we're glad you like it. This comment I thought was hilarious after the first one. Halo Disciple 8459 says, "I can't say that I'm a fan of your opening music. The spirit went right out the window as soon as that song came on." I'm going to push back on that. I don't think that the Holy Spirit is a respecter of genres. Okay, God does not care about football, and I don't think he cares about genres of music. You can feel the spirit while listening to a really good heavy metal song if it's speaking truth and it's touching your soul. All right. There's good spiritual rap out there that I've heard. There's the Tabernacle at Mormon Square. What do we call it now?
The Tabernacle.
The Tabernacle Choir at
Temple Square.
The Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square. Okay, cool. So yeah, we've got, you can't call it Motab anymore. So we've got Tabco.
It's called the Tab.
The Tab.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got the Tab. So you can listen to Tabco. That does not sound right. It sounds like Costco, but Tabco at Temple Square. So you can listen to Tabco at Temple Square and feel the spirit. I would actually push back and believe that you can listen to all kinds of different types of music. I did not know this until I watched the video today, the supercut of symbolism of the LDS Temple endowment in the Dead Sea Scrolls, and evidence of garments in the Dead Sea Scrolls as well. But Brittle 1978 says you can pay a little extra and have your garments essentially tailored. I didn't know this. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Dude, yeah, I didn't know that either. I'm thinking I'm going to have to look into that. Last three comments are getting a little bit of shade from our Evang friends here. Danielle Laman 5443 says, "Then why were Paul, all the church fathers, and Jesus in the book of Revelation against the Gnostics?" Throwing some shade on Jonah Barnes, the associate professor of all things apocryphal, who responds saying, it's funny because sometimes he's logged in as Ward Radio and they think it's me. Other times he logs in as himself. But in this one, it says, Gnostics didn't even exist yet, bro. Nice try. And the Gnostics didn't arise until a century after Christ's death, and then were not prominent enough to be addressed for another century, which is true when you study the history of the Gnostics. And this one I thought was hilarious. Second to last one right here. All right. It literally said, "New seer stone and hat combo just dropped." And that, of course, is a meme from Mormoner. And that I thought was hilarious. Have you seen these things floating around the internet yet? People trying them out. Have you seen them, babe?
I've seen that one.
Okay. So this is the new, what it's called, Apple Vision. The craziest thing I ever saw, though, is, have you seen the dude in his Cybertruck, the self-driving Cybertruck, using the Apple Vision in the driver's seat of his Cybertruck?
No, that does not seem safe.
It was so Tron that I could not believe what I was watching. It was pretty crazy. And I was like, but you want to know what? I trust that Cybertruck driving with him and those funky goggles on more than I trust half the people behind the regular cars. So maybe that's not an unimprovement. And then this was the original meme that I thought was hilarious that actually inspired the topic today. And it's just the classic big brained meme right here that shows on the left Nephi good with the kind of simpleton meme, on the right Nephi good with the wise mage meme, and then in the middle is the angry struggler who says Nephi inherited a problematic worldview, and so we should distrust him as a narrator. In fact, if anybody has seen things clearly, it's Laman and Lemuel. They are the right to question the authoritarian policies of... And I was like, that is such a hilarious progmo in the middle. I absolutely loved that. And I thought it was hilarious because I could just see like these guys coping and seething with the lesson in Sunday school about Nephi, saying, Nephi inherited a problematic worldview. Like the second you hear problematic, nuance, gaslighting, or half these other words, you just know you're listening to somebody that I won't say. I don't say what you should think of their opinion. but I think we all know what we think. Anyway, last super chats before we get out of here. I believe we had a new one from Ben Giles, and then we're going to shut her down.
No, I think I already read Ben Giles.
Oh, when you get a new one from Ben Giles? I thought I got a new one.
No.
Oh, we didn't?
I
Oh,
think yours
okay,
is kind of
cool.
lagging. But I did want to mention, I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Elizabeth Baker. She said, my 7-year-old sings Best Day Ever every day leaving for school because I watch Cup of Carden in the mornings. Don't change it. Our daughter sings it too. So I walk the kids to school, and the whole walk to school, our daughter, who's 8, is singing, this is going to be the best day ever. Wake up.
So we can't change it, huh?
You can't change it. It's a classic.
Okay, then we ain't going to change it because it's a classic. It's going to be the best day ever.
And if the kids like it, you know the spirit's there too. So whoever said it didn't bring the spirit.
Boom, shakalaka.
The kids are liking it.
Okay, awesome. Sick. Well, check this out, guys. I can see a lot of you guys are still having fun in the chat. We're going to go here, but we're going to do a cool little outro that is usually an intro just for you guys. You can wrap up your comments and so on and so forth. If you haven't yet, please, if you're watching this after the live stream is over and you can't super chat, please consider us. Please consider sending us a contribution on Venmo. Also, guys, I'm looking at the numbers here. We got, hundreds of people in this live stream right now, but I only got 100 likes. I barely hit, 3 digits here. So if you guys don't mind, please make sure you, Please make sure that you guys like this stream before you go. Also, Carla Vega says, just understand that Card never intentionally misses a chat. Oh no, did I miss one?
Wait, where do you see that?
Carla Vega said, please understand that Card never purposely misses a chat, which means, did I miss one? I don't think I missed one.
Now you're thinking I missed one.
Oh no, here it is.
Which
Jack Chai Trouse. Did we read that one? Been watching y'all for a year and a half.
I read that one.
Oh, you did? Okay. I don't think I missed one here. They do fly pretty quickly. But so anyway, yeah. Other than that, also, we are eventually, hopefully sometime soon, as soon as I can get the merch out of the way, we're going to start doing a newsletter in conjunction, like maybe just once a month, catch up, maybe an article here or there. But if you haven't yet, please sign up on wardradio.com for our newsletter. It's also going to be a backup in case, I don't know, something happens where we have to reach out to you guys via email directly. Please make sure that you sign up on wardradio.com for our newsletter as well. Okay. So you got to make sure you like this stream. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please subscribe. Brittany, you got something you got to say before we jam?
Rex, my bestie, says there was a missed one, but I don't see where I missed it.
Yeah. Do you see it?
I also can't scroll that far.
Oh.
The last one I see is Carolyn Wright Gaines music. All the ones past that I've read.
Yeah, geez.
So if it was before Carolyn's,
maybe it's a ghost in the
Sorry.
system. All right. Sorry, Rex. Good. Sorry, ghost in the system. Did you get it? Yeah, dang it. Oh, was it Canute? Geez, this is bad, man. Temple Rock shirt one.
now I'm not going to be able to sleep.
Yeah, this is crazy. I know it's going to bug me. It's like, anyway, also, why is the light behind you going a little bit nuts? I don't know. I guess I got to fix it. So anyway, guys, sign up for the newsletter. If you haven't had a chance to like the stream, please like the stream. If you haven't touched the alert bell, hit the alert bell. Make sure you press the alert bell so you guys can be notified of all of our upcoming streams. We got a super cool Cup of Carden planned for tomorrow morning. That's going to be great. Okay. And other than that, it's been real and it's been fun, and it's been real fun. For this and more, please make sure you check us out at wardradio.com.
My life I've barely spoken. Your words have been so broken. I've been under your hypnosis. Why did I sip that potion? I'm so done with holy. Yeah. Woo. I ain't tryna bring you down, but for real, you might as well give up now. Think you got a chance, but I don't see how. Got a real tight